Hi everyone. Today's our topic is joint Hindu family. Okay, joint Hindu family is a unique type of business. So here a family and its members. So all the members in the family will do a business and earn profits. Okay, and here for this is topic is joint Hindu family. So joint Hindu family means a family, the whole family will run a business. Whole family will be fixed to the business. All the members in that family will work for that business only. Okay, that is called joint Hindu family. And here the elder one in the family is called as Karta. So he is the boss of joint Hindu family. So this fellow, this one? Karta. Karta is the elder one in that joint Hindu family, and he is the man who controls the business, who manages the business, and who take the decisions and who organize the business. Okay, that fellow is called as Karta. And who can be called as Karta? The eldest one in the family is called as Karta. Okay, so for suppose, and the feature, one more feature is there must be at least 3 generations. 3 generations is involved. 3 generations are involved in this business, Nana. So for suppose, we have seen in many films, we see Tata will work, okay, son will also work in the same business, and who is that? Grandson will also work in the same business. So if Tata died, okay, and elder son will take care of business. Okay, if this son also died, here next one he will carry out the business, but it goes on like this, Nana. There is no end for this business. Okay, this business will come to the successors. Successors means legal heirs. Sir, legal heir means varasulu. Okay, the same business will be continued and it will be shifted to the successors. Okay, this is joint Hindu family. A family and its members start a business and they work for the business, and the elder one is called as Karta, and this Karta is the can be also called as boss of the HUF, and he will take care of all the business activities. He will take care of all the activities. And the elder one, who is the Karta, Nana? Elder one in the family. Okay, and there will be many members, Nana. Here in the family there will be many members. They called as co-partners. Okay, got it? The elder one in the joint Hindu family is Karta, and members in the family are called as co-partners. Sir, how the one can become a co-partner? Is there any option for other person out of the family can become a co-partner? No. Only if he want to become a co-partner, that fellow has to be born in the family. Okay, one fellow become a co-partner as soon as he was born. Okay, so the eligibility for any person to become a co-partner is born in the same family. So elder one is Karta, and all the members of the family are called as co-partners. Okay, next one, if Karta is died, if Karta is dead, next elder one will lead the business, next elder one in the family, and this fellow also died, next elder one in the family will lead the business. Okay, there will be no end for this business. Why? Because one by one, whoever die or whoever come into existence, but the business will not stop. Okay, it will be continuous for the generations like that. Okay, next one, now we'll see, we'll got the concept of JHS now, joint Hindu family. Now we'll discuss features of joint Hindu family business. So this is a very primitive one, this is very unique one, and this is a very traditional one. Okay, here the formation is very simple. So it is formed by the same family, formed by the this is, at least there must be first one, formation in joint Hindu family, at least there must be two or more. So at least there must be two or more people in the family, Nana. Two or more people in the family, then only it can be called as joint Hindu family. And if every person born in the family comes under the joint Hindu family only. Okay, and next one, it is for joint Hindu family there will not be any agreement, there will not be anything. So the person who born in the family, he automatically becomes co-partners. For suppose, let's take an example. A is Tata and he has two sons. Okay, B and C. Okay, now these three people are doing business. So B got married and this fellow have two more, small b and now we'll see the features of joint Hindu family. So first we'll discuss what are the features of joint Hindu family. In that, first one, formation. So the formation of joint Hindu family is a very simple one, Nana. So in a family there must be at least two or more persons, they can start a joint Hindu family. And how this joint Hindu family goes on, if any person in a family is born, he will add to the joint Hindu family. Okay, and any person, all the persons who born in that family and said to be co-partners, and they will have complete right on the joint Hindu family, and they all people are called as co-partners, and the elder one is called as Karta, and all the other members are called as joint co-partners. Okay, here now the formation is very easy. For forming a joint Hindu family, there is no agreement is required. Is there any agreement to be done? No. Why? Because all the members and all the co-partners and all the members in the joint Hindu family belongs to single family. So there is no need for getting any agreement between those family members. So the formation is very simple one here, and there must be at least two or more persons. Okay, and next one, governed by Hindu law. Governed by Hindu law. Governed by Hindu law. Hindu law, governed by Hindu law means a simple concept. Nana. There is a act called as Hindu Succession Act. There is an act called as Hindu Succession Act, and this joint Hindu family will follow that act, and whatever the provisions in that act will be followed by joint Hindu family. So next one, joint Hindu family. Next one, membership. So here membership is not like other partnership and other company. And here how the membership comes, the simple fund. If any person is born in the family, he will be the member of the family. For suppose A is a Karta and he has two sons, B and C. B married to D. D will become also a co-partner. Okay. If any person who married male member of the family, then that female also becomes member of the joint Hindu family. Sir, they had two children, sir, small b and small d. This small b is also co-partner, becomes co-partner and member of the joint Hindu family, and this small d also will become the member of the joint Hindu family. Sir, C is there. C married E. E also becomes co-partner. Sir, they have two children, sir, F and G. This fellow also becomes co-partners and this fellow also becomes co-partners. See, what I want to explain is all the family members are co-partners, and if any male member married a female member, this one also becomes, this D also becomes family co-partner and member of the joint Hindu family, and if any children born in that family, they also become co-partners, and here it goes on this way. So the membership goes on like that. Sir, others can enter? No, there is no chance for others to enter into a joint Hindu family. Sir, is there an exception? Is there one exception, sir? Is there any exception? One exception. What is that? Adopt. If any person is adopted, for suppose Z is a other family member, but if Z is adopted to the joint Hindu family, he also becomes co-partner. Okay, this is exception of family members, Nana. That is membership concept. And next one, management. So here the management means the Karta. The Karta will take care of all the business activities going on in the business, and Karta is a decision maker here. Karta is the controller of the business. Karta is the organizer of the business, and Karta will take all the decisions in the business. Sir, what about others, sir? Others will not involve in the decision making of the company, joint in the family. Sir, how would be the liability, sir? So the liability we'll discuss in the next point. Here the management means Karta will manage all the things. Karta will manage all the things, and if other members, if he will take care of all the business activities, Nana. But D is not at all satisfied with A and C is not at all satisfied with A. So they can dissolve the joint Hindu family by mutual agreement. So they can divide. Now it is undivided. No, they can divide. So by that they can dissolve the Hindu undivided family by mutual agreement, by sitting at one place and by discussing, by getting into a conclusion, they can dissolve the what is that? Joint Hindu family. Next one, profit sharing. So here in profit sharing is equal among all the members, Nana. So profit sharing, for suppose there are 5 members in the family. There are 5 members, A, B, C, D, E. These 5 members share is equal. And sir, A is working more. Can we give him more profits? No. C is not at all working. Can we stop giving share to him? No. You have to give complete share for E also. So the partnership, the shares among partners is equal. The profit sharing must be equal among all the co-partners, irrespective of their efficiency, irrespective of their talent. Everything must be shared equally. And next one, liability, Nana. Liability. So the liability of Karta. Who is Karta here? here karta is A. The liability of karta is unlimited. So the karta is only liable. Why? Because he is the controller, he is the manager, he is the organizer of the business. So karta is liability is unlimited. Sir, what about others? They are also liable, but only to the extent of their properties from joint Hindu property. Joint Hindu family's property only. Whatever the properties they got from the joint Hindu family, that property is only liable. Sir, is there any personal liability for co-partners? No. Sir, what about karta? Karta is liable, not only liable for his joint Hindu family properties, but also he is personally liable. Okay, so that is the point of liability. And the last point is last but one. What is that? Continuity. Continuity means here if A died, B, C, D will take care. If B died, C, D, C will take care. If C died, E and F will take care. But there will be no matter of closing the business. Okay, whoever they died, whoever the born, that will be continued forever and ever. Why? Because the business, the partners that comes under succession. So the business will be given to the successors, legal heirs. Varasulaki ichestar building. What is that? Business. So there is no end for this business. So it will be continued for a long time. And last one, accounts. Sir, who will maintain the accounts? Karta will maintain. Sir, can anyone ask Karta to show the accounts? No, no one has right to ask the accounts regarding the business. So no one has right to question him. So Karta is final. So who will maintain the accounts here? Karta will maintain. Okay, these are the features of joint Hindu family. Now we'll discuss advantages also, Nana. Advantages. The people who want to write the features, sidings you can write, or you can see your textbook. Now we'll discuss what are the advantages of joint Hindu family. What are the advantages of joint Hindu family? What are the advantages? The first one is centralized and efficient management, Nana. Centralized and efficient management. Centralized and efficient management. Centralized and efficient management. Here, who will take care of the business? The Karta will take care of the business. So, who more will add to this person? No, the single person will take all the activities of business. So, this is a centralized one. Why? Because every activity goes in the hands of single person. So, there would be much clarity regarding the business activities. Okay, if all the activities are done by a single person, there would be good chances of doing business well. Why? Because he will have complete knowledge regarding the business and he will go to the business completely. He need not depend on any other person. Okay, that is the advantage of joint Hindu family. Next one, continuity. So here in joint Hindu family, it will continue forever and ever. Why? Because if Karta died, next elder male member or elder member will take care of business. If that person died, next person will take care. So it goes on like that. There is no chances of winding up of business. There is no chance of closing the business. Why? Because if one died, other persons will take care of the business. In partnerships and company, it's not like that. In partnership, any partner died, it comes into dissolution. So here not like that. The partnership, the joint Hindu family will be continued forever and forever. Next one, unlimited membership, Nana. Unlimited membership. So how you will get the membership here? You will get the membership only by a single. Already we have discussed how a person can become a member. How a person can become a member? A person can become a member of the family by with any person who born in the family, automatically they becomes co-partners. Okay, any person who born in that family becomes co-partners. And if any person who married the male member of that joint Hindu family, they also becomes co-partners. Sir, can outsiders become co-partners? No. Sir, is there any exception? Yes, we have one exception. What is that exception? If the joint Hindu family adopted other persons, then only he becomes co-partners. So these are unlimited membership. Next one, better credit facilities. Even minors also here members, Nana. Next one, better credit facilities. Here better credit facility means Karta will take care of all the things in the business, Nana. He will have contact with all the customers and all the people in the society. So there is good chances of bringing credit facilities from the society, and he will have good contacts with the customers and other people in the society, and there is a good chances of bringing credit in the society. And next one quick decisions. A quick decision means here Karta will take decision by himself. He did not have any permission from others for taking decision. He need not have any advice. He himself will take whatever he want. He will take the decision. He can take directly without asking permission of any co-partners. So being late in decision making would cause a disaster. Here there is no chances of becoming late. So why? Because the Karta will can take decision by himself at any point of time, and he can take decision as quick as possible. So this is also a good advantage for joint Hindu family. And next one, secrecy. Here secrecy is a simple concept, Nana. In a business, we should not expose our we should not expose our business tricks. So business secrets we should not share with other people. So here the single person will taking care of all the business activities in the joint Hindu family. He will not share. Why he will share? He will not share. So that is also a advantage for joint Hindu family. What all these are, Nana? Advantages of joint Hindu family. Now we'll discuss what are the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? In that first one, no reward. No reward means, for suppose if there are 5 people in the society, what is that? If there are 5 A, B, C, D, E. Sir, A is working hard and E is not at all working. B is little bit he is working. C is also okay. B also working very good, Nana. But here, while sharing the profits, all will share equally. All the persons will share equally only. There is no reward for the people working hard. So whereas in other businesses like that, the people working more will get more profit. Here not like that. Why? Because all these people belong to the same family, and all the family members have the equal share. So there is no reward. So sometimes there is a disadvantage. There would be a disadvantage. Why? Because if A thinks that only I am working and no one is working, and I am working hard and all the people are enjoying, so I will also enjoy, I don't work. If he think in such a way, that would be a disadvantage for the joint Hindu family. Okay, and next one, limited managerial ability. Limited managerial ability. Here limited managerial ability means only Karta will take care of business. So a single person can't take care of all the business activities. So he needs some managers or some good employees to do the business. But here you can't find any managers or any other employees working in the business. So the scope of managing the business is less in joint Hindu family. So that is a disadvantage for the joint Hindu family. And next one, suspicion among members. So here the karta can share the secrets, or he cannot share the secrets, and he can reveal the things, he cannot reveal the things. Okay, if he want to reveal, he will reveal. If you don't want, he don't want. There is no restriction on the karta. Karta can do whatever he want. So this creates some suspicion among the members. There is some insecurity feeling among the members. Okay, so this is also one disadvantage in the what is that? Joint Hindu family. So if the trust among the people is gone, that would be a disastrous thing in the joint Hindu family. And next one, limited capital. So in limited capital means here who will bring the capital? The single family will bring the capital. Single family will bring the capital. So single family is bringing. So all the resources bought available into the business are by single family only. So there are less chances of bringing more capital. Why? Because only single family, whatever they have, if they, for suppose A is a joint Hindu family, they have 100 rupees, they can bring only 100 rupees capital into the business. So they can't bring more than this. But whereas in partnership, A have 100, B have 100 and C have 100, they can bring the capital of 300. But here not like that. You can bring maximum capital of 100 rupees only. So this is also a disadvantage. So more capital, we can go for more expansion. Less capital, we can't go for expansion, Nana. These are disadvantages of joint Hindu family. By this we have discussed all the concepts of joint Hindu family. Now you know what is joint Hindu family and what are the features of joint Hindu family, what are the advantages of joint Hindu family, and what are the disadvantages of joint Hindu family. We have one more topic to be learned in this chapter, that is cooperative societies. In the next class we will discuss the concepts of what is that cooperative societies, and we will complete this chapter in next class. Okay, until bye, take care.